Hey there, we're Chris and Cindy. Welcome to Our Champagne Life. Oh my goodness. Yeah, they're
I thought he was in front of the rocks. So you said something, yeah. He's like, better than that.
I'm pretty. And Mike and Chris. I trusted Chris on the grill. I'm scared. He usually burns it. He'll usually get like socializing and then he forgets and there'll be black food, like hockey pucks. And then Colleen with her veggies and her fear of cameras.
I don't get mine done, but I
know you do. The lady's like, oh, you want to get yours done?
Who I care? I don't get mine done, but
I know you do. The lady's like, oh, you want to get yours done?
Who I care?
For them to get there.
Well, they got this
No, I can't. I do my own.
So sometimes we just like to gather some friends on the boat and just go for a little cruise and then anchor up and watch the sunset. And then tonight we're going to be watching some fireworks. But I absolutely enjoy seeing all of our friends enjoying this boat with us. And it just melts my heart to see our friends having such a great time.
Great job, Captain.
We live down the street. Yeah. Sometimes Trooper gets super excited and he gets what's called the zoomies. If you don't have a dog, Google it. It's hilarious. This is a very mild case of the zoomies. I try to catch his real extreme cases, but I don't usually have the camera ready when it happens.
Go, go, go.
Oh, somebody's getting tired. Uh-oh, somebody dropped a floaty. It's a beautiful sun dancer. Hello.
Oh, I gotta film.
Oh, stop.
Mike, watch out. Incoming. Oh, boy.
Is it? Alright, I'm gonna jump in too. Refreshing. I call it refreshing. That's how I trick people going in. It's very refreshing. Is it blown up enough, hon? Stop. Alright. You should maybe just go on. They're hard to blow up.
Are you okay?
Nice knees ahead, Captain.
That current is strong, huh? Not too shabby.
Great job.
You can skip the gym tomorrow.
The way you were laying on your stomach with your legs up, I was like, she's moving her butt.
She's got the tiniest little feet.
Nate, I hope this is arm day.
Oh my god, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, they're not
I guess, yeah, it's protected during a certain
Nice
season.
job following rules. Huh? Nice job following rules. Yeah, I was like,
So there are signs.
good job, Jake.
Where is that little kitty? Let's see. Oh my goodness, there you are. What are you doing? What are you doing? You're so silly. Are we going for a ride? Oh, are we going for a ride, mister? Yes, we are. Oh, yes, we're going for a ride. Oh, you're so sleepy. All right, so quick update. Trooper and I are going for a quick ride to the marina where we are storing the old boat to check on the damage. So it's been 2 months since the Boats US boat hit our boat, and oh my gosh, I have updates. So the franchise owner of Boats US that we're dealing with was not very responsive. He didn't really take ownership of what happened, and we were totally like, we understand, like, people are humans, it happens, mistakes, you know, current, like, not a big deal. And he kind of took that as like, oh, well, then that's not a big deal. He told us he would have it repaired, and it was like impossible to get answers out of him, and oh, I'm having a hard time getting somebody there. And then we'd like call the place that he'd say was giving them estimates, and they had no idea what he was talking about, like what we were talking about. They were like, we didn't talk to him. So he was like kind of sketchy about it, and I wasn't gonna talk about it on the channel, except it just got worse. And as it got worse, I'm like, this is unacceptable. So you know, a couple weeks go by, and I finally called him out on some of the lying about getting the estimates. And so he finally got his act together. He got somebody that was going to fix it, and we're like, okay. And then it wasn't getting done. It wasn't getting done. It wasn't getting done. I wasn't getting updates from him. I kept having to go and ask him for updates. And then sometimes I'd have to ask like 2, 3, 4 times before he'd respond. And I'm like, you know, like I was being an inconvenience to him. And I'm thinking, your boat damaged our boat, and it's your business. So it's your responsibility to just fix this and make it right. So it just gets worse. So then when we tried to get TowBoats US to tow us out of that marina because they didn't want to fix our boat, that was a whole nother story. We called for the tow, and they said it wasn't covered because we had already been towed on that one claim. And I'm like, yeah, but the place that we had it towed to can't actually fix it, so we need to tow it somewhere else now. They didn't care. So we were like, all right, fine, we'll just pay for the tow. How much is it? $400 and something. And I was like, oh my God. So then we were like, that's fine. But then they were like, well, because we had trouble last time, we need to do it at slack tide. And I was like, well, we're like, we had a funeral we had to deal with. A family member passed away, and we were, you know, trying to get it towed before the funeral, and they couldn't do it until after, and this and that. So it ended up working out because I had a great idea. I said, you know what, we'll just get a sea tow membership, which is $250, and have them tow it. Problem solved. So we did that. Meanwhile, the repairs are still not getting done. And so I blew up at the guy, and I said, you know, and I'm sorry would be nice. You've never apologized for what happened, and you're not accepting any responsibility, and you act as though I'm, you know, an inconvenience to you. And I said, this is an inconvenience to us. It's our boat that was damaged, and I understand people make mistakes, but this should have been resolved. I mean, we're talking, this was like a month or 5 weeks later. And nothing, no response. So I said, and I was going to be charged another $400 and something for you guys to tow me again after everything that happened. I said, that's really crappy. Nothing. So finally, I send him a message and I say, we'll accept $500, which is like nothing, because the fiberglass damage or the gel coat damage was fixed. It was just the paint didn't match. So I said, we'll accept $500 at this point by the end of today, or I'm gonna get a lawyer. Because I was like, this is going on too long, and he just keeps making excuse after excuse, and then he was ghosting me. And I hate that term because it's such a childish action, but he was acting childish. So then all of a sudden he gets back to me, oh, I don't even know what you're talking about. We let you know that we were gonna have it fixed. I said, yeah, but then you disappeared and you wouldn't answer my messages. I said, and it's not fixed. So then he's like promising it would get fixed. I said, look, I said, I will give you one more chance to have this resolved. I said, but I am not afraid to go to a lawyer. Like, this is wrong, and I have it on video what happened. So this needs to get taken care of. So he says, oh, it'll be done by the end of the week. Okay, it wasn't done by the end of the week. Then I text him for an update, and he's like, oh, I just talked to the fiberglass guy, and he will be there next week. I was like, okay. I don't know why I even like believed anything he was saying, because this guy is full of baloney. He should have gone into like sales, I swear, or he maybe a politician. I don't know, but he's definitely like bad at everything he's doing right now, and except ghosting people. Anyway, poor trooper. He's getting a little tired because this is getting old. We're like tired of this. So finally, I asked him for an update. I think it was like this Monday, and today's Thursday, and nothing. And I was like, all right. So every day, twice a day, I just started texting him a question mark. I was like, you know, I'll just be like super annoying, like a thorn in your foot, right? So I get an email from some rando company that they did the repairs on the fiberglass. It is finished, and they had a surveyor inspect it, and it's up to standard. And I'm like, how about, is it up to your standards? Like, this is our boat. Like, that was damaged by somebody else, and they're like mad that I want an update. And they're like, and now the fiberglass guy is like pissy, and I'm like, maybe it's me, but no, it's not. I'm not even joking. And I don't think there's anything I could have done differently, because it started off, I was being very sweet, very understanding, really nice, and then I had to like threaten a lawyer up to get results, which is unacceptable. And it shouldn't have had to go this way. But not at any point in time did that franchise owner apologize for what happened to our boat. Not once. Like, not at all. And he should have. He absolutely should have. The driver of the boat was sorry. He was very apologetic, but the owner didn't even care. And I should have insisted it got processed on insurance. I don't even know how that works with boats, because like I know in our state with cars, if you get in an accident, like you call the police and you don't leave until the police have a report, so there can be insurance. I don't know how that works with boats. So if you know how that works for my future, please let me know, because I feel like we could have easily gotten screwed on this. So I'm actually on my way to the boat right now to inspect the damage. But here's the kicker. You guys are gonna die. You're gonna die, because I really just can't even believe this boat. So we get sea tow. They're like, yes, we can tow the boat. So Chris arranges it, doesn't even tell me. He goes and does it. I don't have the camera. There's nobody filming it. And you're not even gonna believe this, but they ran our boat into another boat. I'm not even joking. And I yelled at him. I'm like, that needed to be on film. Nobody's gonna believe this happened to us twice. 2 different boat companies, 2 different tow companies. So the current in that area like isn't weird, but we think it might be like just the current getting into that specific slip that might be strange. But we feel like the place that was supposed to be repairing it, like this buddy of ours that ended up like just saying, yeah, we can't do it. We feel like he should have or would have told us that. So I don't really know what the deal is. But anyway, the second time that we had the damage from sea tow, it was much worse, like way worse, like really bad. But they responded right away. They were so apologetic, and they were working on it like the week that it happened. So I'm here at the new boatyard where we have the boat on stands. It's very, very sad. Like, I'm serious. It's so sad. Like, this boat, I feel really sad about it because it shouldn't be this way. And some people are asking, like, what do you plan on doing? Well, we're going to work on it over the winter, but we wanted to enjoy the rest of our summer. So I'm here at the boat now. I'm going to inspect all the damage and see what we think of the repairs. Okay, so as I pulled up, I can see absolutely nothing's been done since the last time we inspected it. I'm trying to catch it in the right light, and I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but you might not be able to see it on film. Right here, though, is where they fixed it, and it's nice and smooth. It looks nice, but it's not, the color doesn't match it at all. So, oh, it does look like they came and buffed this whole end. Oh, good for them. They buffed it. That is not satisfactory. Yeah, I think you can see it now. That's not satisfactory, because when we go to sell the boat, that is going to come up on a survey. So they're lying. There's no way a surveyor said that's acceptable. I mean, and if it is acceptable, it's not back to original. So yeah, it's not done. And then the other damage was, so yeah, this is where the other damage was. And then I don't know what in God's name this is. We did not do this. So yeah. Yeah, that's not complete either. So we have some major decisions to make with this boat. You know, a lot of people criticized us for saying, like, your boat's not jinxed, it's you guys, you make bad decisions. Yeah, we didn't decide to have another tow company, you know, run our boat into other boats. Like, that's, we didn't make that decision. Like, oh, it's so frustrating. And now the boat is just sitting here, boat stands getting like super duper whooper dirty. It's really sad. We have this open because we were doing some work, but I'm just, I don't understand. I don't understand. So yeah. So, I didn't know, but TowBoats US is franchise. So don't say TowBoats US is bad. Obviously, it's not TowBoats US, right? Troopa-doopa-doo. It's not TowBoats US. It's this specific franchise owner that is a jerk. He's like a complete jerk. So now I have to figure out how to go about this. So yeah, if you're a lawyer in Connecticut and you specialize in stuff like this and you're watching, reach out because I'm pretty sure that's what it's going to have to come to. And then the sea tow repairs, we'll just have to let them know, like, they're not very acceptable. Like, you know, what else can you do? I just don't understand. Like, I know that they don't want to file insurance claims because boat insurance is so impossible to get and keep and, you know, get policies for, but I feel like this should have gone on everybody's insurance, like their insurance, not our insurance. We had a claim on our insurance. We learned our lesson with that. Don't file a claim unless you have to. We did have to because our boat got totaled when it was at the dock, but what we didn't know is that it would affect us the way it did. And this was 3 boats ago, our boat that we had. We had no idea that it was going to screw us so bad in the future. The boat next to us is the one that cut loose and hit our boat all night. We just put it on our insurance like a couple of morons, and we shouldn't have. We should have insisted it went on the other boat's insurance. Because of that, we had a very hard time getting this policy, and the broker that we were trying to use to get insured on an even bigger boat, he was having a really hard time with it because of that claim. So the claim is over 3 years old, but they're still looking at it. It's almost 4 years old and it's still looked at. It's still on our record. So if you don't have to file a claim, don't file one on your insurance. And that's why these towboat companies don't want to file a claim. But if you're not going to file a claim, then you need to have it done properly. Like, absolutely, it needs to be done properly. And at this point, I am being a little nitpicky with the towboat's repairs, but I think I have the right to be because of the way it's being handled. It's just wrong. It's absolutely wrong. Like, no apology, just no. I don't like people that won't accept responsibility for something that is their problem. And yeah. All right, well, anyway, I'm gonna get this cutie patootie home. Yeah, we're gonna go home. Oh, yes, we are. And I guess I'll figure this out another time. Is your kitty giving you love? Are you putting up with it because you know you'll get in trouble if you don't? You pretend you don't like it, but I think you do. Yes, I think you do. Oh, you're so cute. And then there's Stella. Hi, pretty girl.
Our hearts beat to the city streets. We began to feel the fire.